Alright, what's going on, strugglers? I woke up late, a little bit later today, unfortunately, but yeah, I went through the charts and honestly, it wasn't worth it to show you guys like my bias and all that because price is a little bit not consolidating, but there are just no setups for me today, so I didn't like record anything. But yeah. What better way to start the day on the sun, man? I highly suggest you guys to do that. Yeah, just waking up, going straight into the sun and just doing nothing. Like just staying 15 minutes right into the sun and just meditating. Honestly, it's the best thing to do in the morning, right when you wake up. Yeah, I've got an ice pack on my finger because it still hurts. I dislocated it yesterday. But yeah, starting the day. I'm supposed to go to the gym before going to work, but now I don't have time. So the plan is to go to the gym after work. And yeah, I'm gonna try to take you guys with me on my workout after work. But I'm just gonna have breakfast and yeah, do my shift. Alright guys, I'm gonna put you on one of the best breakfast ever. So you're gonna start with one banana and you're gonna mash it. So once you mashed your bananas, it looks something like this. You're gonna add 2 eggs. Once you have your mix, I also added a little bit of cinnamon. You're simply just gonna add it straight up, just like it's some eggs, but I just added bananas. Right there. Then you're gonna wait a little bit until it forms like some kind of pancake. So once you see that the edge is a little bit cooked like that, you can let it like that and just simply try to flip it off. But I like to just split it like that in 4, just like that. And right here, and here. And so yeah, you're just gonna flip all the 4 pancakes down. So it's gonna look like something like that. And honestly, it looks like eggs, but trust me on it, it literally tastes like pancakes. So I'm just gonna put them over here. Oh shit! I think I need my 2 hands, like that. And what I usually do is that I'm adding like 1 tablespoon of peanut butter, and it goes so well with the cinnamon and the pancakes. But I don't have peanut butter, so I'm just gonna add like dark chocolate and coconut oil. So this is how it ended up. It doesn't look that good, but trust me on it, it's like one of the best breakfasts ever. I think I saw it on Instagram, and it's like only I think 350 calories. So yeah, a little bit of cooking with guts. I came back from the gym and it is now, well, we're at day 2, but technically we're at day 3 because it is 2 a.m. and I really need to fix my sleeping schedule. It's always a mess. I always sleep late and it's my fault. But anyways, so I'm gonna go over the charts and give my bias for tomorrow. I always do that before going to sleep. I just look at the charts and see. I sometimes even take trades before a London session, like at night. Sometimes they're most often swing trades because I can't be like awake during the whole London session. But anyways, yeah, so I was actually at the gym at 10, 11 p.m. and I saw a setup play out on the dollar, and it is a kind of setup that I would have taken, but I didn't, and I'm really proud of myself because technically it did not respect my trading plan. And this type of trade I'm gonna show you, I took so many losses trying to trade that way. And so I saw the setup. I would have taken the trade, but I don't know, like inside of me I knew that it didn't technically respect my trading plan. I took so many losses trying to trade that way. So I'm really proud of myself that I was able to hold back and tell myself, just don't take this setup, even though it looks good. It looks good, like it is my kind of setup. It just technically doesn't respect my trading plan, and I know deep inside with journaling so many times that I've taken so many losses trading that way. So I'm gonna stop yapping and I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about. So on the dollar, I talked yesterday how we're coming off of this weekly fair value gap, and we're overall really bearish. I want to see this low taking out, and on the monthly, we could retrace back to this monthly fair value gap, which is really interesting. But we are closer to this John liquidity, so for now I am bearish, and that's the first step of my trading plan, is establishing a bias, and it's bearish. Like, I'm trying to look for sells. However, I saw that we swept the previous week's low, which is really pretty nice. We're not running it to go lower. And on the daily, I can see that we're sweeping this low again. So maybe this is a sign to go higher, but not yet. Like, I need to wait for me to go higher and actually take a buy. I need price to just start running this high right here, and maybe form like a 4 hour fair value gap right here to potentially enter from it and then go higher to take this high. Like, this would make sense to go long because we're having order flow, we're going higher, but like right now we're still like really low and close to this drawn liquidity, so it doesn't make sense for me to try and take a sell. However, on the 4 hour, yeah, on the 4 hour right here, we can see that we're starting to establish some overflow, right? So we have this 4 hour fair value gap that held through last night, and that's what I'm talking about. So while I was at the gym, I saw that we were trading in this 4 hour fair value gap. Now, with how price action is selling off overall, I could be taking a buy, but I'm telling you, like, I took so many losses trying to trade against the trend, and that's why I decided not to trade off of this fair value gap, even though it looked really nice. But for me, honestly, I need more fair value gaps. I need more overflow. I need price to like form new fair value gaps, and then maybe I can enter on one right here to target this high. But right now, it didn't make sense for me to go higher. But I'm gonna be honest, I wanted to take the trade so bad. Like, I really wanted to take the trade so bad, and like that's that's my flaw. Like, sometimes I can't force myself to respect my rules, and because it looks clean on paper, like looking at it, and that's the thing, it did play out, like the trade did play out. So what I did was at the 15 minute, saw that we had disrespected this um, 15 minute bearish fair value gap, so it was really nice, like my kind of setup. But I took the buy on TradingView, but I didn't take the buy on MetaTrader, and I decided to just let it play out and see after a couple of hours what happened. And it did hit TP, but I'm not mad, and that's like, I'm feeling like I'm maybe developing a little bit because I'm not mad, and I'm really happy about it, because I think the old version of myself would have been really mad, like why didn't I take this setup? That's what I would have told myself. But like, I'm happy I didn't take the trade, even though it played out really well, because deep down, like with all the trades, like the 2 years of experience that I have, my instinct told me not to take the trade, and even my training plan tells me not to take this trade. So I know I talked a little bit too much for nothing, but I'm just really like proud of myself that I was able to hold back. Like, it might seem like nothing to say this, because I feel like myself and even a lot of traders, they base success off of if they want to trade, but like, I'm realizing that I'm happy and satisfied that I was able to hold back on a trade, and I think that's a good mindset to have. So yeah, again, I'm really happy that I didn't take the trade. So overall, on the daily, like if we're going higher, I'm looking to target this high right here. So highs on the daily and the weekly are higher probability for me. So if we can form more fair value gap right here, I can maybe try to enter right here because there's low resistance, but price can still like sweep some highs on the 4 hour. Like we can sweep this high to go lower, and if we do that, then I can look for another fair value gap to go lower and follow the trend. So all that to say, this is my bias for the dollar right now. So yeah, I'm gonna continue off with Nasdaq, S&P 500, which is really clean, honestly, because I talked about how I wanted to see. Like I remember I put on an alert right here. I wanted to see price run liquidity, and that's what happened. Like we ran through this liquidity, we formed this 4 hour fair value gap, and which was respected, but this happened at London session. I didn't want to trade that, and we also have this resistance in the form of a 4 hour bearish fair value gap. So when we're between like a bearish and a bullish fair value gap, that's where we tend to consolidate and price isn't really clean. So I waited, and this leg right here is really clean. Like this for me is a really nice point of interest. So if tomorrow morning during the AM session we can potentially retrace right here and form my setup to go higher and take out this high, which is the target for the week. So we'll see tomorrow. And yeah, on gold on the weekly, yes, on the weekly we're respecting this fair value gap, but we're kind of consolidating, honestly. However, we do have this daily fair value gap right here, which is pretty nice to go higher from. But as you can see, I marked out this high, and we're kind of being comfortable staying above it, so we might run through it. But if tomorrow we can come back through it and show me signs that we are starting to go higher, then I can take a buy to target this high and potentially even this high and this high. So this is pretty nice. And another thing, like honestly, gold is pretty nice to take a sell right now, but it's the same thing that I'm saying to myself, like why would I try to take a sell and fight through the overall bias, right? So this for me is a pretty clean sell right here to go into the bullish daily fair value gap, but it just doesn't make sense. Why would I take a sell? Alright, so my computer just decided to crash. I think I was yapping too much and it was tired of hearing me. I don't know what happened, but it just doesn't want to record anymore. Maybe some kind of storage problem, but I'm just too tired to figure out right now. But yeah, I was basically talking about how taking a sell on gold just doesn't make sense, and that basically I just need to stick to the overall trend. Like that's it. I was just talking too much, but yeah, that's the bias. So, and that's the end of episode 2. So I'll catch you guys tomorrow for day 3. And so yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.